5 SEO myths debunked. The smoke and mirrors world of SEO has its fair share of conspiracy theories, folklore, and misconceptions. In this article, we look at just a few of the SEO myths that we've heard recently and try to establish where they've come from and what the truth is behind SEO best practice. Myth number 1. Having a social media feed on your website is good for SEO. We think this comes from the notion that Google likes websites that are updated with new content frequently, and assuming you update your social media profiles regularly, having a feed of your Facebook posts or tweets can help you achieve this, without having to update anything on your website. It's true to some extent that Google likes fresh content, however, it doesn't necessarily have to come from social media. In fact, if you're looking for real SEO and user benefit, you'd be better investing some time in content marketing, producing keyword-rich, relevant articles and resources that Google and your users will love and keep coming back to your website to read. Social media feeds, in our opinion, can be a distraction and take people away from your website. Lose someone to Facebook and it's unlikely they'll ever come back. Myth number 2. Having a video on your website is good for SEO. We wrote a post on this a few years ago, but it seems there's still some confusion. It's really not as simple as having a video on your website will be good for SEO. Yes, videos rank in Google search results, usually on YouTube though, and not on your website. Simply embedding a video from YouTube on your website won't do much for SEO. Your videos need to be optimised to start with, to get them to rank on YouTube first of all, but that doesn't always mean that your website will be rewarded in the search results too. If you want to add real SEO value from your videos on your website, remember that Google cannot watch your videos. It will rely on additional information on the website to rank your page. So consider adding a transcript of the video on the page as well. This gives something for Google to read, and if your video is relevant, your transcript should provide some great keyword-rich content that's useful to both your visitors and Google's bots. Myth number 3. Duplicate content results in a penalty. This comes from the belief that Google doesn't like duplicate content, and this is true to some degree. Google doesn't want to show search results that are made up of essentially the same content just on different pages or websites. This doesn't give good user experience, and Google knows this. In order to provide the most relevant and useful results to users, Google will rank the original version of the content, or the version it believes to be the original, and generally won't rank the duplicate of that page. So although there's no penalty for duplicate content, you may find that if you have duplicate content on your site, it doesn't appear in the search results. Duplicate content can pose issues when Google believes the wrong version is the original. So it's important to help Google out with the rel canonical tag when you can. Myth number 4. Visiting your own website helps with SEO. This one dates back a few years when someone told me that the first thing they did every morning when they started up their computer was to visit their own website as it helps with SEO. We're not sure where this came from, but perhaps this is linked to your click-through rate in search results. If you search for your own website and then click on the link, you're manipulating the click-through rate to some degree, but not enough to actually affect rankings. The danger of this is that you then hit the back button, returning to the search results, and Google will see this as an indicator that your site wasn't relevant, which will negatively impact your rankings. Just typing in your website address and visiting your own homepage will do nothing. How different the SEO world would be if it did. Myth number 5. Meta keywords tag is important. Some CMSs, particularly those of the free website builder variety, give you the option to add meta keywords to your pages and label this as an SEO benefit. Back in the day, the meta keywords tag was a really simple way to optimize your website for different keywords, but as with any simple solution, it became too simple to manipulate and resulted in some very poor search results. So in 2009, Google dropped the keywords tag from its algorithm altogether. And since then, it's been pretty much redundant. Focus on your page titles and meta descriptions if you want some real SEO benefit. SEO myths are abundant, and in some ways we're glad there are. Partly because they provide us with some entertainment, but also because as long as the competition are believing them, we don't need to worry too much. Hope you found this video useful. Be sure to check out the links in the description below. Visit our blog for more content, sign up to our list and get that content delivered direct to your inbox. Don't forget to check out the Skittish Academy for more training on how to use digital marketing to generate leads for your business. Until next time, keep marketing.